Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ezinne Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, the 7th episode of the BBNAIJA reunion has got to be one of the most heartbreaking episodes I've ever seen of any Big Brother Naija reunion. Like, we were still talking about the whole Emmarose ship, what happened, where things fell apart. In this episode, we finally heard the full gist about the whole Dubai gist. Yes, guys. So, LIQOUROSE, started narrating to us what exactly happened. So, she said that, she went to check on Emmanuel in his room early in the morning, and she was knocking on his door or pressing the bell on his door for over 15 minutes. Like, Emmanuel did not even attend to her. Now she was hearing music from the background coming out from the room and all that. And when Emmanuel later did open the door, there was a girl there who had a fake mask over her face. Yes, guys. And she walked out. Obviously she will, because she's dating this guy. Finding another woman in your man's room just the one night that you did not spend the night there. So guess what? Emmanuel did not even chase after her. He was not even remorseful or anything. And when he now finally did, get to her, guess what he said after his so-called apology? He said he is not ready to be in a committed relationship. He is not ready for any commitment, that he didn't know how to tell her, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, who does that? Seriously, guys, Big Brother Naija apart, who does that kind of stuff? And Emmanuel was like, oh, there are some things that LIQOUROSE left out. Like, he travels a lot, and anywhere he travels to, he makes friends. Platonic friends, mustn't be romantic kind of friends or sexual. And he met this girl in one of his travels, and it's not the first time he's been to Dubai. According to him, he said he saw her, or they met each other at the One African Music Fest, and this girl later called him around he said 5 a.m. first. He now said 4 a.m. It was very obvious that Emmanuel was lying. I said it in my previous video that he was lying, like the way he was stuttering. Guys, he said the girl called him around 5 a.m. He later changed it to 4 a.m. Now, he now invited the girl over to his room because the girl said she wanted to see him. And he now said the reason why he did that was because, she said she spent the whole night out, and where she was going was far, so she decided to come see him as per old friends. And the girl came to his room and he was sleeping. You were sleeping. You left the so-called visitor guest in your room and was sleeping. And people asked him, okay, was this girl sleeping too? He said no. Now, after his cock and bull story, LIQOUROSE now said, excuse me, I think you're forgetting some things. We were actually chatting. I was asking you what you wanted to eat and all that. And I decided to go, surprise you. According to what LIQOUROSE said, she decided to go surprise Emmanuel in his room. Now, how can you be sleeping and we were chatting? And Ebuka asked Emmanuel, were you chatting with her? And he finally said yes. I'm like, this guy. When he was talking, you could see the looks on all the housemates' faces. Yaris was shaking his head. Angel was like this. Like, everybody knew that he was lying. White Money was so disappointed. You could see it in his face. He was very, very disappointed. So he was actually chatting. And then, according to LIQOUROSE, she was, it wasn't as if she was banging on the door. There was this bell thingy on the door. She was pressing it and she was calling him, and she could hear the phone ring twice. After then, she could not hear the phone ring again. And when he finally opened, there's this girl sitting at the edge of the bed with a face mask covering her face. The bed was rough. This guy did not even try or have the decency to follow her out like a normal boyfriend would to apologize. He did not. And he now, in his own defense, said the situation was tense. He didn't know how to react. He didn't want her to think kiniko. I'm like, guy, just shut up. Just apologize. Do you know what? Even the apology he later gave was, he didn't think that him saying he wasn't ready for a commitment at that point was the right thing to do. Now, coming back to the whole Saskay conversation, LIQOUROSE never said that Saskay was the reason they broke up or anything like that. What LIQOUROSE said was that they had a conversation about what happened in Dubai because she never let anybody know. None of the housemates knew what she saw, in Emmanuel's room. She decided, okay, to keep it to herself, let them just be okay and all that, at least, and Emmanuel suggested that they be in an open relationship. And, she now said to Emmanuel, do your own thing. Don't do it near me. I don't want to see you with any other, like, I don't want to see what you're doing. You can do it away from me. Don't just bring disrespect to me because we have a joint fan base, which is the Emmarose ship. And when they got back to Nigeria during the future hours, before the future hours, she gets a call from Saskay saying that they need to talk. And they had to talk. So at the future awards, she came in, she was sitting with Emmanuel and then Nii, and then she goes in front to greet people in front, and Saskay was sitting there. And when she went back to her seat, Saskay sent her a text, oh, let's have that conversation now. And when, she left her phone with Nii because she was sharing her hotspot with Nii, and then she went on to have that conversation, and Saskay was telling her, that Emmanuel told her that they were not dating, that she and Emmanuel has gone on a couple of dates together. Yes, LIQOUROSE said that Emmanuel and Saskay has gone on a couple of dates together. Apart from that Danny one, yes, guys, because that Danny one was where, they were posting it and a lot of people started having ideas, started calling, okay, what exactly is going on? And Saskay said that Emmanuel told her that things, between them are no longer the way it was. And that was her anger. Like, this is what both of us agreed we're going to keep to ourselves, But you went ahead to tell Saskay that if you had to tell someone there is white money, who was in support of our ship, there is Tega who believed in our ship, why are you telling Saskay who did not believe that our ship was genuine? That was LIQOUROSE's anger. She never said, oh, the fact that you went on a date on that and Danny, whatever was the problem. And LIQOUROSE also made mention that she doesn't have an issue with Angel. But because Angel and Emmanuel were not cool, she stopped liking Angel's pictures, because if she liked Angel's pictures, it will rub off the wrong way on Emmanuel. But here is Emmanuel having fun and hanging out with Beatrice, who obviously did not have nice things to say about her. And about what Beatrice said, Beatrice was very, very emotional tonight. She cried. She actually did apologize to LIQOUROSE. She told LIQOUROSE that she never in any way had any malicious thoughts about LIQOUROSE, that she loved LIQOUROSE even before the house. She knew who she was. She thought that, okay, now they're in the house, they will connect, but she was not seeing the green light from LIQOUROSE's end. And she actually said that the discussion she had with Angel about, Emmanuel not liking LIQOUROSE, and that it seems like Emmanuel likes LIQOUROSE's personality, but he wishes it was in another body. And she stands by what she said. She also said she said this because there was a conversation that she and LIQOUROSE had at the dining table where LIQOUROSE told her about her past experiences with men. Yes, guys. And when she came out, there were interviews and where she mentioned that LIQOUROSE was not smart enough to see what was going on between, what was going on or what was in front of her with that relationship with Emmanuel. And she said a lot of blogs carried it and it was misconstrued, and they changed her words, and that's it. And she was not allowed to push her narrative, and she was waiting for a platform like this to actually go ahead to apologize to LIQOUROSE, which she did. She stood up from her seat, she was crying, and they made up. Yes, guys. And I mean, at least that was an emotional one. That was one thing I love about this reunion, today's episode. And of course, White Money talked about how disappointed he was. He didn't even know anything about the Dubai trip, anything that happened in Dubai. That there was a time last month he called LIQOUROSE to his house, that he was almost tempted to call Emmanuel to, that he's disappointed because now they are saying they are no longer friends, they are no longer dating, friendship, nothing. I mean, Emmanuel said he's no longer interested in a friendship. LIQOUROSE said, I mean, they are done. So the Emmarose ship is officially dead. Yes, guys, it's quite a sad one. And Saskay also talked about how this has nothing to do with her, that She only went out with Emmanuel on that Danny date, whatever, that's causing a lot of wahala. That a lot of fans started saying that she was the reason, that she's having something to do with Emmanuel, that it wasn't so, that she had to have that conversation, with LIQOUROSE at the Future Awards because of that. She also said that when Emmanuel was telling her about how he and LIQOUROSE were no longer together, that she told Emmanuel that wouldn't it be better to make it public. And even though I have my own issues with that, because it's not your place, girl, it's not in her place to tell him to do that. You get? So that was my issue with Saskay. But I mean, all in all, Saskay told LIQOUROSE that she's sorry, that it wasn't like she didn't even have anything bad about LIQOUROSE. And LIQOUROSE, like, it's not a problem. Like, you were never really an issue in this. Knowing and hearing what you've heard now, it's between me and Emmanuel. So guys, that was really what the show was tonight. And also, LIQOUROSE mentioned something. She said that when they came back from Dubai, there was no, communication. And she was basically trying to limit how many times, they are both seen together on Snapchat, on Instagram Live. But Emmanuel will, anytime Emmanuel sees her, he will just bring out his phone, to record something. That it was so bad that Emmanuel saw a car that looked like a car and went to snap it so that people would think that they are both good. And I remember that snap. I don't even know if I can still get my hands on it. I remember that snap very, very well, where a lot of people were like, oh, they are together. So it was not even LIQOUROSE's car. Ha! And this is the same Emmanuel yesterday that was making it seem like LIQOUROSE was telling the whole world that they are together, and in private was doing another thing entirely. If I were if I were Emmanuel, I would have just apologized. Had it been he did not go through the whole trying to change topic, blah blah blah, we wouldn't have gotten here. Seriously, what I think about tonight's show is this: if you know you are not into somebody for whatever reason, I beg, let the person know on time. Don't use somebody's heart to play. Why would he have to wait till she caught him with another woman before he had to tell her that? To me, that means you don't even love the person. You don't even care about the person like that. You were just with the person for the benefit. There's no way I'm going to side Emmanuel in this. No way. No way. I cannot. I'm a woman and I understand these things. You are saying, even though LIQOUROSE was not forthcoming with all the details, you could tell that something went down in that room. Now, we are not children, even though a lot of people are, arguing about the gender. I don't care, but the thing is, something happened in that room. And the fact, I don't even know why Emmanuel felt the need to be telling Saskay. Like, why? And why are they going on several dates when you're supposed to be dating somebody? People of God, now, so I see them all. Like, I think the most disappointed person in that room has got to be White Money, because he literally put out his neck for that ship, but see what he got. It was really, really an emotional one. Like, no, it was very, very emotional. Like, when LIQOUROSE was talking, I did feel very much for her. But that's the end of Emmarose ship. It's done, it's dusted, and it has capsized. Did you guys watch it? How did you feel? Because to me, it was more like an emotional one. It was more emotional than entertaining to me, to be very, very honest. Because looking at them, these are real people, and these are like somebody's love life that has just crashed. And I understand how this thing can be. It's painful. It hurts. So that's why I felt so much. It was so much emotions going on for me watching today's or tonight's episode. Yes, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so very much for being part of my channel. If you've not already subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Ezinne Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead. Bye, guys.